Homer, my child, I know you're probably sitting on the couch right now, beer in hand, wondering why the Son of God is talking to you. But it's time for a heart-to-heart. You've got potential, Homer, so much potential, but you keep taking the easy way out. It's like you've turned shortcuts into an Olympic sport, whether it's sneaking in a nap, dodging work, or diving into a donut as if that sugar hit will answer life's big questions. Remember that time you sold your soul for a donut? I mean, of all the things to bargain with your eternal soul, you chose pastry. I love you, Homer, but you're making this difficult. You see, I'm not here to judge you. That's not what I'm about. But I am here to help. You've got a good heart under all that, well, under all those questionable decisions. It's just that you keep tripping over your own laziness and selfishness. Every time you get close to doing the right thing, you seem to wander off the path, usually towards a fridge or a couch. Let's take a minute to think about your daily routine. You wake up, barely make it to work, spend your day slacking off, and as soon as you clock out, you're home in record time, right back on the couch. Homer, my son, does this sound like a life with meaning? You were made for more than this, more than just existing between episodes of TV and donuts. Donuts aren't the answer, my friend. Well, except maybe the ones with sprinkles. That's a conversation for another day. I know what you're thinking, but Jesus, what's the harm in a few beers, a few naps, and maybe a little too much food? Well, Homer, it's not the occasional indulgence that's the problem. It's that you've made it your whole lifestyle. You've turned laziness into a full-time job. And while that's impressive in its own way, it's not what I had in mind for you. You see, Homer, you were created for something better, something more fulfilling. Not just to be the guy who's famous for sleeping on the job at a nuclear power plant. Seriously, Homer, sleeping while in charge of nuclear safety. Your lucky Springfield hasn't ended up in some post-apocalyptic wasteland, although, given the way things go in Springfield, that might not be a stretch. But here's the good news. Yes, good news, Homer. This doesn't have to be your life. You don't have to keep stumbling through the same old routines. You've got a choice right now. You can either keep sleepwalking through your life, or you can wake up and start living the way I intended for you. And don't worry, I'm not expecting you to pull off some miracle transformation overnight. We both know you're not exactly the wake up at 5 a.m. and run a marathon kind of guy. And that's okay. Instead, let's talk about small steps, Homer. Small steps towards being a better person. Start with something simple. Maybe the next time you're at work, try to stay awake for the entire shift. Or how about the next time you're at Moe's, you stop after one beer? You'd be amazed at what those small victories can do. You don't have to be perfect, Homer, but you can aim to be just a little better each day. A better husband, a better father, and dare I say it, a better employee. I'm not saying you have to give up all the things you enjoy. You can still have a donut now and then, just maybe avoid selling your soul for it. That would be a good start. And while we're at it, how about we talk about self-control? I know that's not your strong suit, but you've got to realize that true freedom isn't found in doing whatever you want, whenever you want. It's found in discipline, in choosing to do what's right, even when it's hard. I know that sounds less fun than a day on the couch, but trust me, Homer, there's more joy to be found in living a purposeful life than in 100 donuts. Homer, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or rather, the beer in your hand. I know you love your Duff beer, but let me ask you, has it ever really brought you any lasting joy? Sure, it's fun for a moment, but look at the mess it leaves behind. The hangovers, the bad decisions, the times you've hurt the people around you without even realizing it. Remember that time you skipped Lisa's recital to sit at Moe's for just one drink? How'd that work out for you? Spoiler, not great. You see, Homer, it's not about never having a beer again. Moderation is key. I get it, life in Springfield is stressful. You've got Bart causing chaos, Mr. Burns making your life miserable at work, and Marge keeping the whole family together while you, well, let's just say you're present. But beer isn't going to solve those problems. In fact, it's only made them worse. Every time you turn to it, you're avoiding the real issues, the stuff that actually matters. Speaking of which, let's talk about food. Gluttony, my friend, is not just a word for eating too many donuts. It's a lifestyle choice. I've seen you take down an entire box of donuts without even breaking a sweat. Impressive? Sure, but not exactly something to put on your resume. Now, I know you love your food, and trust me, I'm not asking you to give up the occasional treat. After all, even I enjoyed a good meal with my disciples. But let's be real, Homer. You've turned comfort food into a full-time job. It's time to find a balance. Now, let's address the big one, your family. You've got a wife who is more patient with you than any human being should be. Marge is a saint, and you, well, let's just say you've got room for improvement. Homer, do you even realize how lucky you are? There are times when you're sitting on the couch, watching TV, and Marge is right there, holding everything together. She's running the house, taking care of the kids, and you're there in body at least. But mentally, you're somewhere between a Duff commercial and a nap. I'm not saying you don't love your family, I know you do. But love is more than just a feeling, Homer. It's an action. It's doing the right thing, even when you don't feel like it. It's putting others first, even when the couch is calling your name. I know you think family time means watching TV together. But what if, just once, you turned off the TV and asked Marge how her day was? What if you actually listened to Lisa when she talks about her saxophone, or spent more time with Bart when he's not getting into trouble? You might just be surprised by how much you get back from them in return. And let's not forget little Maggie. You know, the baby you barely acknowledge half the time? She's growing up fast, Homer. Blink, and you'll miss it. But she needs you too. She may not say much, well, anything, but she's always watching. You're her father, her role model. The way you live your life is going to shape hers. You've got more influence than you think, Homer, but with that influence comes responsibility. So what's the solution? It's not about giving up everything you love. I'm not asking you to live like a monk. Believe me, I know that's not your style. But I am asking you to take a look at your choices, to stop for a moment and think, is this really the best version of yourself? Is this the kind of father, husband, and friend you want to be remembered as? Because, Homer, you've got a lot of people who love you, and they deserve the best version of you, not the one that's always half asleep or half drunk. Here's the thing, Homer. You've spent so much time running away from responsibility that you've forgotten how good it feels to actually do the right thing. When's the last time you really showed up for your family? When's the last time you put in an honest day's work at the power plant without slacking off or napping on the job? It's not too late, Homer. You've still got time to turn this around, but it starts with you making a choice, choosing to be present, to be accountable, and to start caring about the things that matter. And no, I'm not saying you have to be perfect. No one's perfect, but you can be better. You can be the kind of guy who, when faced with temptation, says, maybe just one donut today. You can be the kind of father who sits down with Bart and says, let's do something together that doesn't involve breaking the law. You can be the kind of husband who makes Marge feel appreciated, who thanks her for everything she does. Believe me, Homer, it'll make a world of difference. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. When you stumble, remember that each fall is a chance to rise again, stronger and wiser. Even in the smallest of actions, you demonstrate great courage and kindness. Embrace these moments and know that they are shaping you into the person you are meant to be. Think of the times when you felt the most exhausted or discouraged. These are the moments that test your resolve and show your true character. It's not about never falling. It's about getting up and continuing forward with hope and faith. Be patient with yourself, Homer. The path to becoming who you aspire to be is not always straightforward. It is filled with twists and turns, and at times it might seem like you're lost. Yet in these moments of uncertainty, trust in your inner light and the love that surrounds you. These are the guiding forces that will lead you to where you need to go. Remember, it is through love, perseverance, and faith in yourself that you will find the strength to overcome any obstacle. Embrace the journey with an open heart, and let your actions be guided by the love and compassion that dwell within you. Go forward with confidence, Homer. Each day is a new opportunity to embrace your journey and make a difference in your own unique way. You are never alone, and with each step you take, you are growing into the person you are destined to be.